What's going on, Gig Life community? Hey, I'm back again, but this is for the customers on this one. Here are my top 5 tips to help you get your order quicker. If you are on vacation, out of state, or wherever, in the address part, because on the on the consumer side, you'll have to actually put in your address. My thing of it is put the hotel that you are in. Okay, just don't give the room number and the address. In my market, in Myrtle Beach, it's crazy. Tip number one, again, put your address or cut the location on your phone. And that way, Doordash can automatically put restaurants that are near you. Yesterday, I had to drive. DoorDash wanted me to drive almost an hour away for $9. Now, some restaurants in this market, it's only one. It's like a specialty restaurant, but for the consumers, please put the hotel, motel, and your room number. That way, we know exactly, as a driver, we know exactly what we're looking for. That would be the first tip. Second tip, to get your order faster, and I've spoken to many customers about this, is the tip. A lot of times, this is for the customer, a lot of times your order will bounce around and bounce around until somebody picks it up. If the tip isn't right or the miles to money isn't right, that your order is going to get bounced around. Do not change your order. Do not change your order in the middle of a driver's dash. That's going to take longer. I get it. I mean, you might change your mind or whatever, but I get that because I have too. I'm guilty of it. But don't change your order in the middle of a dash. And sometimes the restaurant might be out of one product, and then we're trying to call you, which brings me to tip number 3. Stay by your phone, because I like to text. I'll text or call as soon as I see something wrong. As soon as I see something wrong with the order, like yesterday at Chipotle, I have never seen a restaurant run out of lettuce and cheese. Never before in my life. I've been on this earth 44 years. Never seen that before in my life. But I contacted the customer. And asked her, I said, your burrito bowl only has rice, rice, that sausage, and hot sauce. That's it. Do you want me to? You have to call DoorDash. Cancel your order. She was very hungry. Evidently, she was sick or something. I don't remember the complete conversation, but because I order from DoorDash myself, but incomplete orders like that make the drivers look bad. It's not our fault for what the restaurant runs out of, especially if they're very, very busy. If they're very, very busy like that, because you understand people are coming out, eating out, and restaurants are just running out of stuff. So I contacted the customer 4 different times. I said, and I asked her, I said, well, do you want me to change your order, or is there anything else that you want? She only said, can I get a free large drink? That was easy. The drink she wanted, they ran out of that too. So I had to call the customer back. I said, well, is there any other drink that you want? And it took me almost 45 minutes to get this order right. And half the time, what I'll do when that happens, I hand the phone over to the restaurant manager or one of the employees. Tip number 4: on the weekends, especially during the summer, you got college kids and high school kids working these fast food, or sometimes even your better restaurants. The kids are trying to make a buck. If I want the customers to understand one thing, if the order takes a little bit longer, you can't pressure these kids into go, 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 because they're catching it on both sides. Okay, so the DoorDash drivers are trying to rush them, like, where's our order? Or they see us standing around. And sometimes they just get orders confused. As a driver, if it's the wrong order, I have to go back to the restaurant and then redeliver. That's half the time I don't do it. I'm like, I'm on my way home, I'm done. I'll end the dash real quick. Tip number 5: be patient. Like I said, your order bounces around a lot, especially if it's $3 for a lot of miles, if it's with no tip, such and such and such. Customers, I want y'all to be patient, because half the time DoorDash does not actually have a working relationship with the actual restaurant. When we call in the customer support, we'll say, well, the order's still being prepared. And I don't know if DoorDash looks at this or not. Couldn't tell you one way or the other. But sometimes why your order is late is because of a poor tip, or we're like, literally, when we get there, the order is still not being made. Pretty much, we're waiting in line for y'all's food. Sometimes, like, and you gotta take, sometimes, like, if the weather is bad or traffic, especially traffic, like in Myrtle Beach, they have the streets blocked off because of tourists. And I agree with I can't remember who said it, but with the apartment buildings and everything else, sometimes we actually have to find the numbering. The numbers sometimes don't match up. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. But what I want the customers to understand is we just deliver food. That's it. We just deliver food. And once they seal up your bag, we can't open it back up. We literally cannot open it back up. Or if the order was wrong and you text while we're there, we get the restaurant employees to open that bag back up, put it in a separate bag to make sure your order is correct. It's not like the old days where you got to go through it and this and that. But for most of my new dashers, or even old, we go through the exact same thing. And this is what I want the customers to understand: the wear and tear on our car, the gas mileage, everything. We accept these offers. We don't have to, but we do. It's a great feeling to just see, like, sometimes you'll see kids, like, they are waiting for the DoorDash driver just to come with their dinner. And they're here, and you'll hear it. It's like, all right, that's cool. But, oh, and tip number 6, do not send your children to help. I know it's in good faith, but I had a situation where I had delivered. The little boy couldn't have been no more than 8, 9 years old. They sent him, and it was a big order. But why in the hell are you sending a child down here, especially in a seedy part of Myrtle Beach? Why in the hell would you send a minor downstairs instead of getting off your butt and getting the order yourself? And it was a handed to me order. I don't like things like that. I hate it. I was already there, but all I wanted to do, like literally, like it's customers sometimes use common sense. If it's bad weather, no tip, long wait times, traffic. This is why your order stays. This is why your order stays on Chipotle, Wendy's, especially our drunk late night orders. You understand your driver has to sit in that line while other people are ordering massive amounts of food, and the line is wrapped around the building. And a lot of content creators, we've all been through it. New drivers, old drivers, whatever, man, we've all been through it. But all I'm saying is sometimes cut your delivery driver a break, because we got some stupid ones out there that's contaminating food and all this other BS. 99% of your drivers don't do that. And 90% of the customers, they're thankful for when we actually deliver their food, which is cool. But I'm going to end it with this. I want everybody to drive safe. Get your money. If it's slow, then it's slow. If it ain't working for you, do like I do. I do it every other day and on the weekends. And if the money ain't rolling in, or I keep getting BS orders, I take my butt on home to my customers. And I always say this to my customers: enjoy your meal. And if anything is wrong, you actually got 15 minutes. Because I'll stay a minute. I'll stay like 3 or 4 minutes, which is a long time, to make sure that order is right, so I won't have to drive off and then come back. Customer service is number 1. And then sometimes my dash is, while you at the restaurant, just pick up a handful of sauces if you can. Just pick up a whole bunch of stuff, throw it in the bag, especially plastic bags or whatever. What the customer don't want, they won't use, but they'll use it later. But like I said, I want y'all to drive safe. Be careful. And for my customers, enjoy your food and have a good day.